Welcome to our video today, where we're going to explore one of the most frequently asked questions in the world of programming, specifically in the realm of asynchronous operations and functional programming. The question is, why does Cmd.OfAsync.perform expect unit? Instead of expecting messages, this might seem like a very specific and technical question, but understanding the reasoning behind this design choice can reveal deeper insights into how we approach asynchronous programming and the nature of messages in our code. Asynchronous operations are becoming increasingly important as our applications need to handle more complex tasks without blocking the main thread. Cmd. OfAsync. Perform is a crucial part of this ecosystem, allowing us to perform asynchronous actions within the context of our application's command handling. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand why Cmd. OfAsync.perform expects unit, but also gain a broader perspective on how these concepts fit into your programming toolkit. Let's dive right in and explore what's behind this design choice. At its core, Cmd.OfAsync.perform is designed to handle asynchronous operations that return values. These values can be anything from data fetched from an API to results of complex computation. The key point here is that these operations are not just simple void actions. They produce output that your application needs to process further. When we look at the signature of Cmd.OfAsync.perform, it's expecting a function that takes no arguments, hence unit, and returns something of type A. This A is what's often referred to as a generic type parameter, meaning it can represent any type. The reason for this design choice becomes clearer when we consider the fundamental difference between performing an action that doesn't return anything versus one that does. Think of it like ordering food at a restaurant. If you simply ask a waiter to pass on a message to the kitchen staff, like turn off the oven, there's no expectation of getting something back in return. You're just sending a command. However, if you order food, you expect the kitchen to prepare your meal and the waiter to bring it back to you. In this Cmd.OfAsync.perform is like ordering food. You perform an action, placing your order, with the clear expectation of getting something specific back in return: your prepared meal. In programming terms, when we use Cmd.OfAsync.perform, we're essentially saying, perform this asynchronous operation and give me back the result. This result needs to be captured within our application's logic, hence the need for a function that returns it could be data, an object, or even an error message. Cmd. OfAsync.perform is used for performing asynchronous operations that return values. It expects a function of type unit, where it can represent any type, because these operations are designed to produce output. This design choice reflects the fundamental nature of asynchronous programming, where we often perform actions with the expectation of getting something back in return. In understanding why Cmd.OfAsync.perform expects unit, instead of just expecting a message, sheds light on how we approach asynchronous operations in our applications. It's not just about sending commands. It's also about handling and processing the results of those actions. If you found this explanation helpful or have further questions on this topic, please let us know in the comments below. Your engagement is invaluable to us, as it helps shape future content and ensures we're addressing topics that matter most to our audience. If you haven't already, Consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more in-depth explanations and discussions on programming concepts. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to your feedback.